Raquel. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness. So this is very exciting because I have a lot to tell you guys about. So it is currently April 25th, 2023, and I'm at the library again, but I'm actually in a different room because normally I'm in the small room, but this is the larger meeting room. But I'm in the library. I upped up the brightness so that we can actually be lit up like a Christmas tree, and I got it to focus better on my face and everything too. But I am excited. I put on lip gloss. Don't you see the lovely lip gloss? I put on the lip gloss. I haven't actually done makeup in a very long time. I don't think I've done it at all this year. I also haven't been gaming at all either, but I actually have some videos that I have newer videos that really I filmed last summer, but I have it on my computer, and I also have it on my extra external hard drive, but I haven't done that, but I have some videos of that. But I'm getting one more game tonight because it's on sale a little bit. It's not like super not like half off. It's like probably, I think it's like 20 or 30% off, but I'm like, I'm gonna get it because I actually have a group about it, and also there's so many things I have to tell you. It is the end of April, and where have I been for a giant month, pretty much, because it's been a solid month. It's actually the first time this has happened in a while that I can remember, at least, is that I have not filmed a video since like March 14th, 2023, or March 15th, 2023. So I think it was the 14th month. So I haven't filmed anything since then. I have not edited any video since then, and I've definitely not uploaded anything since the 15th or the 14th. So it's been a big hiatus, and not something that I was planning necessarily. This year I'm not teaching a peer-to-peer class in May, so I'm hoping I'll actually be able to do some more like mental health awareness, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and the NAMI Walk, and Borderline Personality Disorder Awareness Month. It's a whole bunch of things. So I think I think May has Mental Health Awareness Week in it, so it's like a whole hubbub of things. So I'm planning to do. I also added Iron Man to my scrunchy arm. This is Thor, which I got a little bit of paint on today, but that's for look. Anyway, so I am thinking I'm actually going to try to do more of a mental health kind of content and advocacy and all this kind of stuff, and of course I'll film for the NAMI Walk again. I finally so I've been trying to film a video for 2 weeks solid, like the last 2 weeks. Every day I've been like, I want to film a video, but I have to take a shower first, or I want to film a video, but I should like put on nice lip gloss, or I should dress up, or I should do whatever, and that pretty much meant that my perfectionism like latched onto that and just like did not want to let go. So the fact that I finally was like, okay, I'm going to go to program. So I went to my day program today, late, but I did go to my day program, and then I was like, I called up the library and like, reserved the room, and so then I brought my laptop with me, I brought my webcam, so I was like, today's the day, I'm going to film a video, I'm going to do it, like, I'm doing it today. And so here we are, pretty much. So I'm so excited. I have good news. I have really good news, and it's gonna be a doozy, I guess. But I have so much to tell you about. So much has happened. I feel like, honestly, I've been thinking about this the last couple weeks when I've wanted to film. Is that like, I feel like a week will go by and it's like my whole life is different, and I'm like, I have to film a whole new life update about it. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's wild. The Raquel train is a little wild, but yeah, so I have so much to say and so much I want to do, and I still really want to make shorts. I was thinking about it today, of doing like a short on my phone to film like an official short, but I have continued to talk myself out of it, so maybe one day. But I definitely want to do one where, because I want to like set up my phone and be like, I think I was actually thinking of doing like maybe like phone footage of like the different flowers. It's springtime now, so like do the different flowers that are in bloom, and then do like a what is recovery to wellness, and then be like, recovery to wellness is about, and then like do like, no, like, is recovery to wellness about substance use disorders? And then I'd be like, No. And then is recovery to wellness about eating disorders? No. Like, and just talk about kind of like how my channel is more about like just general mental health conditions and the specific ones that I live with and blah blah whatever. Because apparently, because those are the things. Because when I first started recovery to wellness back in like 2016, 2017, people thought it was about recovery to wellness, so it's like recovery from substance use disorders. But I'm like, no. And then in the last like 4 years maybe, people are like, oh, recovery from eating disorders. I'm like, no. So, but I mean, I definitely support those recoveries for sure, 100%. So if you happen to fall in any of those lines, that's okay, and we can go forth to brighter pastures ahead with our lighthouses. And I really, if the channel ever takes off further than it has, I want to call you guys little lighthouses, because I think that's just so on brand for me. You know, I've been rebranding a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm just excited. But okay, so a few things that I want to get started in this life update. Jobs. So how do I say this? I have a new job now, basically. Okay, if you don't know, I'm Raquel. Hi. I'm gonna be 30 this year, but I'm not yet. But I'm the creator behind Recovery to Wellness. The blog, it's a WordPress blog, it's a YouTube channel, it's an Instagram account too, but I haven't posted anything there in way over a year because perfectionism. But story of my life. And I do like talk about mental health recovery and like mental health conditions recovery and just kind of raising awareness and just share my story and just also engage in like the different hobbies and things beyond mental health that I like and enjoy and, you know, want to do fun things with. And I have, if anything to know about me is that I have a notorious, if nothing else, I should be known by the fact that I film things and then don't edit them for like at least 6 months and then release them like a year later and be like, yeah, it's a new video. But it's like from like a year ago. Like, I have so many unedited videos and I just keep making more. I don't know. Like, I have poor time management skills. But this is it's going to be a very jumbled video, and it's also going to be rambly, and if you don't like that kind of thing, then you're probably not going to like my channel, because I tend to ramble a lot and go off on different tangents, and everything's like 20 minutes long. But it's actually improved, because in the last like 3 years, I'd say, I can kind of narrow down the rambles in a sense, or at least I just make a shorter, maybe I have multiple versions of something, but like before, so there's like 2 collaborations I did with my friend David from like back in like legitimately 2017 or 2018, and I don't know, past Raquel was not smart about it, because she was like, oh yeah, I'll just film and then I'll time lapse it later, which yes I can, but I filmed like raw footage like an hour and a half. It's been sitting on my like multiple laptops, multiple places, and like I'm like, I always want to edit it, but the lighting's horrible and like it's just so long, and I'm like, the other thing too is like I do start projects, but then I forget that I started them and then start new ones. It's just, we're living in it, we're here for it, I guess, right? So this is turning into I have a lot of things to do kind of rant list thing. I got this root beer yesterday because I actually went to the gas station to get a milkshake, a for real milkshake, which if you've never had them, they're so good. But hashtag no spons. Hashtag never spons. But maybe one day. But they didn't, the machine was down, so I just got a root beer. So I could have gone to the other gas station, but I would have had gone back up the road I just came, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not feeling doing that. Anywho, life update. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll talk about this in a separate video, but for now I'll just try to shove it all in together, because I could honestly ramble on about it for ages, honestly. If you don't know that by now, very much happens. you probably can know by now since it's been 10 minutes of me already doing it, so yeah. Anywho, so if we think of, so I work at, I've been working at a psych hospital for about a year and a half, and originally was something that I finally, in the last month, I came up with a name for it. So it only took me a year and a half before I found a name for the job that I do, because I don't want to say what the actual job is. You know, continuity, you know, everything in my life besides myself has a pseudonym and like an alternative name kind of thing. I don't talk about the actual things, unless I do, but then I won't tell you, so you'll never know. So it's just confidentiality kind of stuff. But anywho, so I have worked at Althea. So if we think of Althea as a larger company in a sense, kind of like the University of Massachusetts, there's a Boston one, there's Dartmouth, there's Amherst, there's all these different like locations. If we think of Althea as that, and we think about the last job I did, which I just recently went back, not back. I was 24 hours for the first year and a half, I guess. I was 24 hours a week. And then now I've switched to per diem because now I've started a new job, which I'm also actually per diem anyway, but still, whatever. So, because I've never worked full time, like I've never worked 40 hours in my life. I've never worked 40 hours a week. So like, that's kind of like a level of like, I don't know if I can do that, or, you know, just not ready right now to do that, but maybe one day, probably one day at some point. Anywho, so I'm calling my last job an ROF, which stands for running on the floor, because as the ROF, help the nurses run the floor, the psych hospital floor. So that was my job. I did like checks. So we got like clipboards. If you've never been to a psych hospital, you get like clipboards. There's like staff that walk around with clipboards, and they have like the check sheet, and it has everybody's name on it and all patients' names on it, and then like 15-minute checks, which is the most, like the maximum you can do. 15-minute checks, 5-minute checks, and like 1-to-1s, which are still 5-minute checks really, but so they have that, and you fill it out for every hour within the 8.5-hour shift. And you also like document. Well, you do progress notes. You do group, a little bit of, not like a version of group documentation in a sense, and then all of that jazz. So that was my job, ROF, for a year and a half, and it was fine for like the first like year was fine because I was stable. Like I myself was, as someone who's been a psych patient before, like I was stable and I was in a good spot. And then some like physical health stuff started happening at the end of December last year, and then kind of try to figure out if one of my medications might be causing more forgetfulness, and because I can't remember what I say after I say it, like that kind of thing, it's pretty problematic. So my team and I were like, yeah, we can go down on it, and I did, and then I got hospitalized again, and I went like 5 years without a psych hospital, which before that I went. In 3 years, I was hospitalized 12 times. So then I went 5 years without a psych hospital, and then this year happened, and then I went back to the hospital as a psych patient. There's still a video that I want to do. I haven't filmed it, but there's still a video I want to title it like from psych patient to psych hospital worker and back to psych patient, like something like that. But like, I kind of just want to talk because I haven't really. And I think in some videos I have talked about it, but I don't really remember how much I talked about it in a sense. And obviously I want to go into methods or anything like that, so we're safe on that side. But like, that was something. Anyway, so when I went back to being an ROF after I took a small leave of absence because I was in the hospital, it just wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't, I don't know, like, I mean, the thing that I liked the most about being an ROF was doing, like, the number one thing I liked the most about it was doing groups, because it would be like, you know, I don't know, like, just being able to, like, go into a room and, like, rally up the patients and just, like, do, like, a group or something, like, and kind of, like, being able to, like, express what I want to express, or things I think are important, or even that I think either are important just because I think they're, like, for me they're important, or even just, like, because I've heard other people talk about it, or I've tried to, you know, I do this thing a lot where I'm like, I can't imagine what that person's going through, and then I proceed to imagine what that person is going through, and then I come up with group ideas, and then I come, it's a whole thing. So I don't know, that, like, and it's so, like, a lot of the time psych patients are actually really like anyone in a mental health condition recovery peer is just so insightful. Well, maybe not all of them, but they can be very insightful and just very inspirational, and like just very like, you're still here, you're still going, and that's amazing kind of thing. And so I really enjoyed being able to do that and like come up with kind of meaningful things. And, you know, I mean, I think there was definitely, as the ROF, there was definitely a honeymoon period. So, and I think I'm going through the honeymoon period right now with the new job, but overall, yeah, like the groups was the number one thing I liked the most about being an ROF, and then being able to also just interact with the patients and stuff too was the second thing, and then, you know, kind of pick their brain a little bit. And I think the fact that it was like that, like, professionally I can't say that I have any lived experience, but I can kind of act or show or like say but not really actually say it in a sense, you know, and like that's a cool, like, I feel like a chameleon, you know, I can kind of like blend in, and I'm like, haha, I actually have lived experience, but I'm just trying to tell you that I do. And I don't know, I always thought that was cool. But like, then when I went back to work this year, it was in January and then February and March, it was just like, I don't know, it wasn't the same. I wasn't super stable all the time, and it was just really hard. And it is hard to work in a psych hospital because you're dealing with people who are acute, people who are really going through it. And I mean, there's so many things I can say about that too, but people are not, they're at their worst in a sense, you know, kind of. You know, certainly there are worse, but, you know, overall they're not at their best. So it's just a high stress kind of environment, and I think I've been having a lot more over responsibility, and just kind of feeling like I'm carrying the whole unit, and like just being kind of like, I don't know. So anywho, what happened was, my boss from ROF told me about another opportunity. I also received an award, which I barely like talk about really in any circles, especially online for sure, but even just in general. But I won an award, and I received the award, and I have the bag right here that I got from them. I actually still, I think in some video I definitely talked about it, but I definitely want to take the blurb that they said in the thing and the picture I sent in and put it on my wall and have that there. I just haven't quite done that yet because perfectionism. But I won an award, and that was amazing and fantastic. And I do have a group that drawing that I did for it, like a representation of it. And then also I want to make that into a group and like do that and stuff too. But anywho, that's a different thing. Anywho, so my old boss told me there was another opportunity. I should, if I'm interested, then I should apply for it. And within a week, honestly, my mom helped me fix my resume because I had to redo it. Well, she redid it really, but anywho, she helped me redo it because the old one was kind of, you know. So, and then I don't understand why, like in America, in the U.S., we have those like, oh, upload your resume online, and then it's like you upload your resume, and then it's like, here's all the information that is on your resume, and put it into all these text boxes and stuff. Like, I'm like, why are we doing this twice? Like, what? But I went through that process, which was grueling. Job applications, never fun, but I don't know. Maybe, I'm sure someone finds it fun, but not for me. So I did that, and then I got an interview, and then I got offered the job, and then I accepted the job. And I mean, I did it right away, which my mom wanted me to wait a little bit longer before I said yes, but I was like, I found out that they were asking me, they were like, oh, no, we're actually offering you the job right now. And I'm like, I'm taking it. Let's go. But, yeah. And then some other stuff happened as the ROF, and then I wound up taking some time off because I was not well, and then and still kind of dealing with not being mentally super 100% all the time. But then, so I took a week off and stuff, and then I took another week off from starting the new job. But then last week I went twice for the other campus for Althea, and like kind of like training, learning, and such. And then yesterday was my first time at the location that I've been an ROF for a year and a half, and I did that, and it was really good. And hold on one second. Overall, it was really good. And so what it is, I guess professionally, I guess it's looking like I am per diem in both slots in a sense. My new job, I didn't really mention that. My new job is pretty much all I do is I prepare for groups, and it's not like I'm not like a therapist. I'm not a therapist, but I prepare for groups and activities, and like they can be structured art activities or game activities like board games, or maybe more kind of formal, a little more formal kind of groups with maybe a little more substance and all that stuff too. The thing about Althea, the Althea campus I work on, is that it's a general unit, so we have everything. We're not like sectioned off with like particular like depression over here and then psychosis stuff over there. It's like a whole mixed bag. So there's different levels of functioning and everything. But part of the job would be also to kind of be more like kind of come up with groups and stuff and activities that are kind of applicable for all in a sense, which I'll need to work on. And also I want to do more of like the really kind of creative kind of video, like not videos, but creative like activities and stuff, which is a level of craftiness I have yet to accomplish or achieve, but definitely want to strive for, so I can become more, because I'm very much like, the way I do it is like I'm very much kind of like lots of paper, let's like talk about stuff, and then let's also like do some coloring and writing afterward kind of thing. Like that's kind of my flow. That's what I've been doing for a while. But I will talk about that in a separate video. Overall, I'm gonna end this video now. So where are we in terms of things? My next days that I work are the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then today's Tuesday, so I really want to edit and upload a video soon, so I definitely want to do that before Friday. I'm going to go back to my day program tomorrow and maybe the day after, come up with other groups and stuff and like activities to do. And I want to do, I've always wanted to do blackout poetry even as an ROF, but I never got around to doing it, so maybe I'll work on that. And then to come up with some stuff. And yeah, so the new job essentially is preparing for groups and activities, presenting groups and activities, and documenting groups and activities. Like that's all I will do is that. Just document it and like prepare it, and then actually put it there, and then go back and prepare and just do that repeatedly. So yeah, and I'm sure, as I joked about earlier, I probably will come up with a name for it 2 years from now when I'm probably gonna move on to the next thing or whatever. But that's and how am I doing in general? I'm good, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more in a separate clip, just kind of about some stuff, group kind of stuff, and just show you a couple examples of things. I won't go fully into it, but maybe one day I will. I probably will one day, just not quite today, maybe. And anywho, I wish there's so much more I can update you guys about, but I've been trying to overcome my perfectionism more and more. It's touch and go, and I cleaned up a portion of my closet in my bedroom and then put a little bookshelf in there. I have been reading some books. I have to work on a review for it, and I have done some fan fiction. I've been writing stuff behind the scenes, but haven't quite done. I came up with like 2 other house fanfics that I want to write over the weekend, so I'm working on one of those. And then I've been answering messages and such online, been on Reddit's been fun. Yeah, so life overall is, it's good. It's good, it's looking up, and I feel like I'm saying that very flatly, sorry. But like, it is good, it's looking up. I'm just trying to finish this video up, but, don't come at me. Gonna re-dye my hair soon because it's getting all green and blonde again. But yes, things are good, and I have so much more to tell you, but I am out of time. So thank you for watching, thanks for listening, thank you for being here and participating in whatever fashion that was today. That's what I say in my groups. But thank you for being here, and hopefully you'll be on the journey for when we just launched into space, because that's a new, maybe we'll do that one day. I've been listening to Randy Pouch's The Last Lecture lately, and that's not how you pronounce his last name, but yeah, so that's been on my mind. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I have to stop talking. I have to stop talking. Okay, so as always, stay safe, take care, be well. Much love and light to you. I will see you very soon, and we are back in action. So huzzah! But thank you. Bye.
I can see a lighthouse through the smoke. Everything is lost, I know.